Fighting the Great Reset by leading the Great Resistance. Maverick News. The antivirus programs for your mind.
Anyway, we're banned on our main YouTube channel for at least another week. Nobody can see us on Facebook anymore, except on the one page where we don't have our subscribers there or our followers. So it's huge. It's Rumble now. That's where we're at. When we come back onto YouTube in about a week, I will be treating the platform differently. These people at Google do not understand that what we do, what other creators do, we're doing them a favor by providing the content. We are the product that they sell. You are the product that they sell. Your data. We provide the content to them that they can sell, and we provide it to them at no cost. If they sell advertising around the content that people provide for free, they give the creators a very, very small portion of it sometimes. In our case, nothing. They don't deserve to have us. They don't deserve to have you. And we will be limiting severely what we post on YouTube moving forward. That's just the way it has to be. It's just beyond ridiculous. It will get worse as we move into election mode, both in Canada and especially in the United States. I would say this may even be related to the election because, as you know, we've been covering a lot of RFK stuff. We've been covering a fair bit of Trump stuff over the past, quite a long time. And, and the facts, the stories, they speak for themselves when it comes to Joe Biden and Justin Trudeau. So that's where we're at with that. Now, here's Michelle Rempel-Gardner. We're talking about she's a conservative member of parliament. Here she is talking about Facebook now beginning to ban all news content in Canada, including us. I think we got hit here right off the bat. I have noticed that some other mainstream media outlets are still posting. It appears their content can still be seen, but man, they came right after us. First thing. So we were among the very first in the country to get nailed with this new round of censorship. This form of censorship, actually, an unintended consequence of the government's new legislation, Bill C-18, which was designed to force social media companies to pay a fee to news creators, and in particular, mainstream legacy news outlets like CBC, CTV, Global, City TV, et cetera, anybody posting online, and I think even the newspapers, and probably even radio news outlets, anybody producing news content. Facebook doesn't want to pay. Or so they say, and so that apparently is the reason why this new round of unintended censorship has now taken hold. And here's Michelle Rempel-Gardner addressing exactly that.
Okay, guys, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. This is actually happening. So we know that Justin Trudeau's censorship bill C-18 passed in late June, and Meta and Google said that they would be banning the publication of news in Canada on their platforms. This is not a drill. This is actually happening. It is starting today as we speak. So this is the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. This is not known as to be like a bastion of conservative thought or whatever. This is the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, and it is reporting right now that Meta is ending news availability on its platforms in Canada starting today. It's starting now as we speak. Meta's been taking time to get this news ban in place. It is in place. It's rolling out. If you are in Canada, you are not going to be able to see news on Facebook, Google very shortly. It is starting. This is because of Justin Trudeau's censorship bill. This is crazy. This is on the CBC. It is true. It's happening. Here's what I need you to do. Share this video. This isn't partisan. Every Canadian needs to understand that because of Justin Trudeau's censorship bill, C-18, they're not going to be able to see the news on Facebook or on Google. Okay? So that's number one. You got to share this video. Number two, there is a link in the description of this video. So if you go out and you look in the link of the video description, I'll put it in the comments in a minute. I have been trying to write to you to create loopholes in this because I knew it was coming. So I'm writing to you. Every day I'm trying to write as much as possible to give you updates on what's happening in Ottawa. If you click subscribe in the link that is in that link in the video description there, I'll be able to directly communicate with you. To be honest with you, we don't know what's going to be banned. We don't know how this is going to roll out. We don't know what links are, what you're going to be able to see. We already knew that Facebook had algorithmic type bans before this event started, but now formally, there's no sharing of news in Canada on Facebook. So again, that's a CBC, that's a Canadian Broadcasting Corporation is reporting this. I need you to click the link in the video description. Please allow me to directly communicate with you. If you have other news organizations in Canada that you read or you watch, you've got to subscribe to them too. That is the only way you're going to be able to see the news in Canada. Now, some of you will put in the comments there, oh, well, what about a VPN? Honestly, in the fall, the Liberals have said that they are going to probably have even more strict censorship regulations, more regulations of the internet. We don't know what's coming down the pipe here, but we do know starting today that Facebook and Google, because of Justin Trudeau's censorship bill, are blocking the news in Canada. So again, this is critical. There's a loophole for me to communicate directly with you. Click the link that's in the video description. I will put it in the comments as soon as I'm done, and click subscribe. It is free. It allows me to tell you about what's happening in Ottawa as opposed to using this platform because I don't have a choice anymore. This is the way that I need to communicate with you. So you have to share this video. I know I sound like a broken record coming on here all the time, but guys, this is like, how can we hold the government to account if they've passed bills that allow this type of censorship? And that's exactly what they want. Do you think that Justin Trudeau is sad today that Facebook is banning the news? No, of course not, because he doesn't want people like me or other people that are reporting on what's happening or discussing the news in Canada. He doesn't want that to be out there. That's why he passed this bill, right? Seriously. So this is what's happened. I need you to, again, just take 1 minute. Honestly, click on the link that's in the video description. I'll put it in the comments. Click subscribe, share this video, and let people know this is nonpartisan. I don't care how you vote. In order for us to have any sort of political discourse in this country, we need to have news. And today, Facebook is starting to ban the news. It's starting. It's happening. You guys have known it's coming. I think a lot of people didn't think it was actually going to happen. It has started. This is crazy. This is Canada. This is happening in our country. The only way that we can fight back is if we know it's happening. And so I just ask you again, I'm trying to create loopholes for you guys. Click on that link, click subscribe so I can keep in touch with you and share this video so that others know just how crazy this is. Support the news that you do subscribe to. It's so important today have that direct communication link with me. I don't know what's going to happen with this platform now that this is rolling out, but please click subscribe. The article that's in there, the link there, it's telling you about this big, massive thing that happened in Prince Edward Island with Chrystia Freeland and the carbon tax, unpacking that for you. There's a whole bunch of other articles on there unpacking the cabinet shuffle, some of the other policy that's really had a big impact that's been rolled out in the last week. Please click subscribe. Facebook is banning the news because of Justin Trudeau's censorship bill. So is Google. This is Canada. This is crazy. working hard for you. Have a great
I this is either by design for some reason, or they are just completely incompetent in Ottawa, the Prime Minister and his team. They've tried to superimpose or overlay the same kind of regulatory framework onto the internet and social media companies that they have used for decades on Canadian broadcasters, television stations, and radio stations. That's what Bill C-18 is about. So is Bill C-11, those two pieces of legislation. They've tried to take the same approach. Years ago, I could see some merit in the Canadian content rules that were used, and that is because Canada is an expansive country. We're right next door to the United States, where we are bombarded, flooded with American programming, even the CBC, CTV, the television networks. They buy broadcast rights to run American shows, which are extremely popular and highly produced in Canada with broadcast territorial protections. So the government forced broadcasters to produce a certain amount of Canadian content. This approach made some sense, I guess, back in the day, because the technology was different. There was so much geography to cover in terms of news coverage. The broadcast companies had to sort of be forced in many instances to provide news coverage, especially in remote areas or smaller communities. And so, as part of their broadcast license, promises of performance is what they were called. They required the broadcasters to provide news coverage in many smaller communities across Canada. And the CBC received government funding so that they could afford to send journalists and production crews to remote places like the Arctic, the Northwest Territories, Northern Ontario, the far off reaches of British Columbia, whatever, all kinds of remote places, or even just small towns where it might not be profitable to produce news coverage, but it's needed in order to keep the country together and make people feel Canadian. It made sense back in the day, but the technology has changed. Everybody has a cell phone now. You have citizen journalists out there. They're holding on really hard, squeezing very, very tightly and squeezing these social media companies. And now, as a result, you've got this unintended consequence where they're just all the news is going to be gone on social media. And we're gone. We're gone on Facebook. We're gone on YouTube. And I am speaking into a vacuum tonight, except over on Rumble, where we do have an audience. And also, Lori can hear me.
Yeah, you're not alone. I can hear you. We're both speaking into a vacuum together. Hey, guys, if you look under my name right there, if you're looking for us on YouTube and you can't find us, search YouTube for Strange Bedfellows Podcast. And at least for now, we are simulcasting what should be on our main Maverick News channel, but they freaking banned us again. Dude. And Facebook, both. Unbelievable. For different reasons, of course. I mean, Trudeau's doing his thing, censoring the news up there in Canada. And here in the States, Biden is doing his thing, censoring his opponents on YouTube. By the way, speaking of his opponents who get censored on YouTube, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. just filed another major lawsuit against Google and YouTube on Wednesday, alleging censorship, which we know is happening. It's absolutely a fact. Every time my old YouTube channel, which was banned permanently, every time I posted a video about Kennedy, I would get it removed or I'd get a strike. Then they demonetized me. And finally, they just cut the channel completely and banned it. So I've started over with a new channel. Don't have many subscribers yet. I'm trying to rebuild all those subscribers I lost over at Strange Bedfellows podcast. But I just read the legal complaint last night that Kennedy filed. It's 27 pages. It's delicious. I would encourage everyone to go read it. He is going to take Biden behind the barn and spank him. But the best thing about this lawsuit is discovery. Now we're going to get the YouTube files. We have the Twitter files. And because of the lawsuit Missouri versus Biden, we got a lot of files out of Facebook, proving that there was, in fact, communication between the White House and Facebook. And the White House was telling them which accounts to take down. We know they did it on Twitter. So do you really think they're not doing it on YouTube? Of course they are.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
This has been a Maverick Multimedia production.